Stadium in Nashville. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. This is a huge opportunity for their team. Making it to the college football playoff last year has proven to them they can compete with any team in the country. But now they've got to do it again. They've got to show that that was not just a one-year fluke and that they can be consistently great. Guys?
Holly, thank you. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Ole Miss offense will go on the attack first. And here comes the junior running back. Both these teams love to keep it on the ground, and they have guys who can carry the load.
It's so much fun when you watch games like this. In college football today, it's about tempo and spreading out and air raid and throwing it. These two top 25 teams pride themselves on being physical offensively and running the ball. We've got two of the better running backs in the entire country facing off today. This thing isn't going to be necessarily the sexiest matchup. This is old school. This is handing the football off and finding out which of these two running backs can win the day and make the most plays.
Quarterback keep. Got enough for the first. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And he'll be brought down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Desperately looking. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Cardinals offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And we've got a couple of guys, one on each side in this game, who will do everything you could ask of a tight end. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off play action on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Brown. Makes it past the marker. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, little sneak attack. Great play call.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll give it to Brown. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd down conversion is always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands, it's Hughes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone, it's Brown. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
On first down, it's Brown again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the...
Out of the grass. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to get it through the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to run, it's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cardinals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Running inside, it's Lacy. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
That's caught. It's Cook. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half, yo.
There's a crease. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Keeps it on 1st down. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
4 wideout set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Rebels! Put 6 on the board. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They want to throw it. Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it down the field. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll run the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. that's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Nissan Stadium. The numbers sometimes can be telling, but I'm not sure how to view these stats and get a great read on the game so far. I do know this. The team that does a better job of taking care of the ball in the second half has the best chance of coming out on top. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, about... get things cranked back up here. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
One more time, it's Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Try the right side with Brown. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Quarterback may change this route. End off for Brown. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Cardinals had this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Lacey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Snap it to the back. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Fires downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Louisville!
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rebels offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Grab behind the line. It's Cook. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7. Two wide out to either side. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Odom. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo.
Fires one high and deep. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Looking for more room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Running inside. It's Brown. On his feet at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Brown again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the... Oh, they fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. space on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and how cool is that? I mean, 4th down, bring on the field goal unit. The last thing you're thinking. Flip it to the kicker and let him throw the football, and it works. Nice job by the special teams.
Might be changing the route. From the red zone, it's Brown. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is 2nd and long. One more time, it's Brown. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've added their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. On the run, it's Lacey. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll pull it on the read. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He might want another play. A give to Brown. gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And on 4th down, it's a forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Dude, how about that? How about the play call? You got the lead. You think you play a little conservative, just tack on a few more points? Nope. Aggressive. Run the fake. Get the 1st down. That is demoralizing to a defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Off play action. Looking for space to the left. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short the line to gain.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On 3rd down, here's Brown. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Brown again. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That's reeled in. It's Lacy. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Makes a connection. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Looking to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cardinals sideline, this has been such a positive experience. They brought this transfer wide receiver in for a reason. They needed him to bolster their wide receiving core and be a bigger piece of this offense, and he has delivered on all of those. I've seen him talking to all the other guys, keeping guys motivated and hyped. It is so exciting to see what the future holds for this transfer. He has fit right in here today in his 1st game. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. The Cardinals come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out from inside his own, and he loses the football. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Fires to the wideout. Just a little off. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Again, it's Brown. Maybe some room. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They feed him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. There he goes. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking for room. It's Lacey. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.